Hello everybody, welcome back to the Hunter Gatherer channel. And it's Friday, May 20th, and it's been 6 or 7 days since I put those double screen separator boards on. And I'm going to get into the hive here and the one over here. We're going to check for emergency cells because those bees didn't have the queen pheromone in their box anymore, and they thought it's emergency, we need to build a queen. And so we're going to check for that. Wherever the queen cells are is the opposite box of where the queen is, because they wouldn't have made cells. The only way they would have is if they were making swarm cells, which is a possibility because the boxes are really full. So we're going to go in there, try to determine which is which, and then we're going to take the boxes apart. I'll show you. Now I have this entrance reversed on this box. I did that last winter, or last fall, and I just kept it that way because when I had done a split, that's the way I did it, because these two entrances were there and they were pretty snug. So I just wanted to give them a definite different entrance. So here we go, we're going to jump into this box. And the bees in the bottom are kind of, they're bearding back here. And I still have the reducer on. I'm probably going to remove that when I move them. My hope is that I find queen cells in this box. There's quite a few bees in here. And they had, if I remember correctly, there were quite a few frames in the top and bottom that had brood in them, so that's a good thing. A lot of brood, but there's a lot of empty cells here. Okay, I'm seeing eggs in here, which to me would say we've got the queen in this box, which is good. Now I'm just going to kind of look for her. We should be good. Smoker is really messing with the bees while I'm trying to. Let's move that over here. Just a touch. A lot of brood. I mean, I see fresh eggs in here, so if I don't find her, it doesn't really matter, but I kind of want to find her. Fresh eggs, fresh eggs. I'm probably not going to find her. She's being pretty sneaky, but it's alright. Last frame that I'm going to check here. And I got to put them all back together. Slide it back together. Now, like I said, I'm like 99.9% sure that the queen is in this box. There's a lot of fresh, brand new eggs A lot of larvae and, you know, young larvae that's more than 4 or 5 days old. So, and those eggs are today and 2 to 3 days old. So I'm sure she's in there. And so we're just gonna put this box back together. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this box off and I'm gonna put it in a new location down our lawn a little farther. That's down by our garden and by a bunch of black locust trees. And I'm gonna take these 2 boxes that have queens, move them down there, and put an extra box on them, so that way they'll start building that other box up quick. They're full of brood, and they'll be able to build that up quick. And then I'm going to put another box on top of this other one that has the queen cells, because they're going to get all the field bees back here from both boxes. So they'll have a lot of bees in there. We got to give them space. All right. Well, I don't see her, but I know she's in there. I know it. Like I said, I'm going to separate these boxes now. I'm going to take this box over there, and then I'm going to come back here. All right. Okay, that's that. I'm going to set this box on top. This has got heavily waxed frames on it. Super waxed frames. Now all these field bees that are in this box, when they fly out to get nectar or pollen, they're going to fly back to the box that they were originally in, because that's their flight pattern. They know that. They say that if you want to move them, you can move them 6 inches a day. No. I think it's up to 3 feet a day, and they'll find that box after a little while, till you get to where you want them to be, or you move them 3 miles for 3 days, and then bring them back to the lawn that you're at, and the bee yard or whatever, and put them right where you want them. That way they'll have to do new orienting flights. So we're going to put this on here and this telescoping cover, and then we're going to go work on the other box. Now the other box, I know that the queen is in the bottom because I put her there, and so we're going to go separate that and bring the other box over here, but I'm not going to show you that. I'm just going to bring it over here, and then I'm going to put new boxes, empty boxes on the top of those. All of the field bees are going to be going back into the boxes that I leave in that spot. So they're going to have a lot of bees. They won't have a queen yet, but they'll be having queen cells, and we'll be able to give them more space so they can keep doing their work while that queen emerges, has her mating flight, and then starts laying. So let's go back to those other boxes. I just opened their entrance up, and as you can see, there are a lot of bees on the front of the box. They're looking for that other entrance. They're a little confused because they're trying to figure out where their queen pheromone is and what's going on, but they will figure it out after a little while. Now I want to pop a couple of these out just to check and make sure that we have queen cells. There we go. A lot of new comb coming out. A lot of honey on that. Wow. Loaded. really counting on them to have their queen cell in here. That'll be a bummer if they don't. I'll have to bring that box back. Come on, girls, don't let me down. All honey. Okay. Whoa. This is what we were hoping for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 queen cells. Now none of them look great. They all look kinda wimpy. But that's what they need. They need a queen. Let's check this other frames out. My guess is this frame right next to it should have about the same look to it. A lot of times they lay cross like that. Well, loading them up with honey. There we go. There's another queen cell there. So I don't need to see any more. If I wanted to do a split, we got another queen cell here. If I wanted to do a split and maybe do a nuke or something like that, this would be the time. But right now, that's not the plan. Just gonna put another box on these girls, and I might even put a honey super on them because they're gonna have a lot of bees, and they've got this bottom full of honey. The problem is I don't want the queen to start laying in a super, but when she's got a while and they're gonna need space, so think what the heck. I'll put a super on there too. Well, maybe not. I don't want to overwhelm them. They got to build all the comb out on this already. So I think we're just gonna give them this box. You know what? I've got a little hole in this that I I drill little holes in my box so that they have other entrances and they can let a little heat out in the summertime. So I'm gonna give them that entrance in the front. That'll maybe help the ones that were front entrance bees. We're gonna put this back together. Awesome. The double screen separator board did its trick, and the bees did what they needed to. Where did I put that top? Hello, Jason. Oh, duh, it's right there. This looked like another one. All right, girls, go back to being awesome. Next. Now I know the queen's in the bottom. I put her there. And the reason I did that is because this, I kind of told you the story. This was full of honey. I'd put it on, I had a hive that went through with just a single deep for winter, and I gave them a full box of honey to try to help them get through. When spring time came, the queen and everybody had moved up into the honey. She started laying, so all of her brood was in the super. So I put the queen in the bottom. Oh, I'm at the wrong box. Come on. So I made sure the queen went to the bottom, so that way the brood could all get out of the super, and they could start putting honey into it instead of having brood in there. So I know she's down there. I'm just going to take a look and see what's going on with queen cells, and then we'll move that box. I'm just going to flip this and take a look at the bottom. Now there's handles on here, so it's kind of a hassle. I can't tell if that's a swarm cell or not. And it's not, it's just a cup. And this one was a swarm cell that they chewed it out, so hopefully they didn't swarm. I see drone brood. We're just going to go into this other box and take a peek. Make sure. Honey, or nectar, or whatever you want to say. It's going to be honey. This one might not be successful, although I could grab a frame from over there and bring it over here, and that would work. And that's a good reason to have a couple of colonies that you're doing the same things with, so that way, in case it didn't go the way as planned, you can borrow from one to the other. We got a lot of brood on here. Now I know the queen was up here, so you would expect there to be at least some young enough eggs for them to make queen cells with, but I'm feeling like we're striking out on the situation. We only got one more option here. Well, I gotta go through that super maybe. Maybe that'll be our saving grace, because that is not the case with these. There's no queen cell. We're gonna look in that super and see what we find. Maybe we'll get lucky. Or maybe we can check the box below and see if they've got any swarm cells. That could be a possibility too. But I don't think that's the case. All right, let's check this super. It's got some weight to it. I think they're filling it up. Honey. Honey and drone brood. Yeah, honey. Yeah, they didn't have anything young enough up here. So, we're gonna go steal from the other box, I think. Let's get this box back off. I gotta steal a frame out that I can put into that other one. Shake this baby off. I don't think I saw this one when I was over there last time. They got a queen cell all the way on the top there. Lots of nice brood too. I'm gonna go shake these bees off over there and bring this back. And I think I'm gonna pull out one more frame, because I think there was one other frame over there that had just a single cell on it. And then they have the 14 other ones that'll be good. I got this one, and it's got that single queen cell right there. Okay, girls, here we go. Got 2 chances here. Well, 3, there's another little one there. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I am back. I just put those girls back together over there, and now I'm going to pop this top box off, put it over here, move this one with the queen in it over here, and then put this box down, put a box on top of it, and put that super on. That's what the problem I was thinking that we might get. We've got swarm cells here. And I'm going to hope that we can just try to stall them here, because they actually have larvae in them. So I'm going to just do this, and I'm going to hope that'll slow them down. I'm going to give them another box over there, and I might go through the box just to make sure. One box. Center this up. I might have screwed up on that. Maybe I should have used those swarm cells, but I didn't know if they were going to have them, because they're a little bit bigger of a cell, so maybe we would have gotten a bigger queen out of the deal. But we'll see how it goes. Sometimes that's just the way you're going to do it. Okay. Hopefully they'll build that other one out quick, and I'll be putting another super on here pretty fast, I think. There we go. And this super here, or this deep, has a hole in the side as well back here. So, let's take a peek here real quick. Upon further inspection of the box that had the queen in it, I found this with 2 queen cells at the top and 2 queen cells on the bottom. So I decided, why not make a little nuke? So, a little split in this nuke box. Put some bees in there with them. A little bit of honey. And we'll check this box out in a couple weeks. See how they're doing. Well, that's the video on the double screen bottom boards and the success that I had. I guess one was a definite success, did exactly what I was looking for. The other one, it's gonna work out. They just didn't have enough eggs in the top box. I thought with the queen being up there, she must have just got done laying some, but I didn't really see anything in there that they were able to use, and they were really packing it with honey. So, but I did get some cells in there, and it'll do what it's supposed to. So, got to get them in a little earlier next year, but I did like doing it that way, instead of just doing a split like I did here, where they're going to have to build up quite a bit. This way, you have all of the brood that queen has still been laying for the week that you had them separated, and you have the queen cells in the other one, and it really works out good when you take that box with the queen and move her somewhere else. She has all the brood, she'll be able to build up pretty quick, and they get double the field bees in the other box. And once that queen is emerged, and once she's bred or mated and she's laying, you're gonna have double the amount of bees in this box, and then she'll start going to town on laying. So it should be pretty good, and that's gonna be the end of the video. So just want to thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll come back for more. I'll let you know how it looks like they build up this year, the 2 that I did the double screen bottom board on, and we'll just keep you updated as we go along. So thanks for watching. Hopefully keep watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and you'll get notified when we put out another video. Just wanted to let you know that we love you, God loves you, and we'll see you on the next time. And happy beekeeping, everybody. We'll see you.